What's good, YouTube? The Master Gamer here, bringing you guys another video. Today's video is going to be the top 3 defensive golden tickets in the game that you could make. So, to jump right in, the first golden ticket would have to be Ted Hendricks, the greatest user. He's already 6'7". He has 95 block shed, 94 hit power, 94 strength, 95 tackle that you don't gotta touch. And he's 6'7", so he's again the tallest player that you could use her at any of the linebacker spots. So here's what you do. You boost his speed, agility, and excel, because they're quite frankly not high enough. Keep going down the list. You boost his catch, I already passed it. He's got 68 catch. That's not really good. Right now you want to make sure you're catching those users because again, he's 6'90". He's about that tall. Approximate. Then the last thing that you are going to want to increase is actually going to be zone coverage. Now you have the option. You could increase spec catch and try and trigger really good animations. That being said, I would like to have the flexibility of being able to click off this player and use a different linebacker. So giving him the zone coverage of 91 wouldn't let you be able to do that. Now, again, if you don't plan on ever clicking off of this card using a different dude, increase the spec catch. Make sure you can trigger all those crazy animations so you can get picks and just like bar animations. We all know what we're talking about when we say bar animations. It's the animations that bar gets for some reason that no one else really gets. And I don't even think it's tied to spec catch. Maybe if you boost it, it will. That being said, I personally increase zone coverage, so that would give you the flexibility of doing getting a lot more adjusting on defense. But yeah, this card would just, quite frankly, be a god on the field. I don't know if you guys remember in Madden, was it 15? The Ultimate Legend, Julius Peppers. Like, that card was a freak. You can stand at the line of scrimmage and pick stuff. And I talked about it last video when you talk about difference makers and game-changing players. Golden Ticket Ted Hendricks is a game-changing player. This is the type of player who can single-handedly win you games. And there's not a lot of players as golden tickets that can do that. I think that Culpepper's one of them. I think that Hendricks is one of them. I think that Calvin's one of them. But there's a lot of golden tickets that would come out that would be really good and would win you games. But they wouldn't be game changers. This changes the game. Now, the next card would have to be, for similar reasons, Randy Moss, cornerback. See if he's on the block. Perfect, he is. He's already 6'4", 94 speed. Already a great corner. Issue is that zone coverage. Boost zone coverage. Boost speed. Boost excel. Make him perfect. Then you have some options. So just going down the list. Tackle, but you're going to want to get secure tackler. Where is it? Where is it? Block shed. I feel like that's kind of an obvious one. He's at 62. He's a receiver. He's not going to have high block shed. You increase that. Then, hit power. Give him the boom. So, just to recap. Speed. Excel. Zone. Hit power, block shed. This card, and again, going back to the game changer talk, this card changes the game. He fundamentally changes the game. When you look at players right now like Calvin in a hard flat, well, now you can have two. You can come out in that cover 3 double buzz, put your safeties in hard flats, man up your flat zones, and then they're playing everything. They're playing both sides of corner strike. This card, because he's so tall and would be so fast, would fundamentally change the way you have to play offense against him. And oh, by the way, secure tackler would be on this card. I didn't mention on the Ted Hendricks, I would also put secure tackler on him. If you felt like the tackling was already so high that he wouldn't need it, that's understandable. I would then put out my way on the Ted Hendricks. That being said, secure tackler is obviously probably a more viable option. But this Randy Moss fundamentally changes the game. And that's why I think this card would be so good as a golden ticket. Very similar to the Ted Hendricks, very similar to the Dante Culpepper, very similar to the Calvin Johnson. And a lot of people, I feel like this is probably the most obvious of all of them. I think Calvin Johnson seems like an obvious one, but when you factor in what I'm recommending, it's slightly different. The Culpepper has come way out there, but this Randy Moss seems like probably the most inline one that people are going to say. I think it really just comes down to making sure you get the stats right. You want to boost his set speed and excel, because if not, he's really good. But unless he hits 98, 99 speed and excel, he's not the god. And I've been playing a lot with Denzel Ward, and I've been playing a lot with Lattimore. And those press corners, they play things that I haven't seen anybody play this entire year. So when you get one of those guys who's 6'4", I mean, that's insane. Now, on to the final card. There's options. I personally would never make a D-lineman. I don't think they can be difference makers in the game of Madden. Now, they can get a whole ton of sheds, but when you put a certain D-lineman on the field, you can't be like, wow, this card is changing the game. So, my options would have to be either Anthony Barr, because Anthony Barr, even though there's Julius Peppers, Anthony Barr is just Barr. I'm not even gonna try and explain it. I've given into the theory. Barr is just built different. I don't know. Another option. Let's just go over here really quick. I have a really interesting idea, so that's what we're gonna go with for now. It's actually going to be Ray Lewis. Now, it seems kind of strange, but I have this really weird theory that Ray Lewis, when you boost his speed, his zone, his agility, going down, his I probably boost his man, to be honest, just because. If you get him up to the man, I mean, that's, again, an all-around player that has no holes. At that point, I'd probably just boost his jump, because he has everything else. And you give him, well, there's really options, right? So let's just go down the list. Obviously, you see, he has secure tackler. He has 99 tackle. How much more secure can a tackle get? I wouldn't put secure tackler on him. Instead, I would look at things like hot hands and let you hold Y. I would look at things like tip drill, not as likely, but just I'd look at it. I would look at things like footsteps, under pressure, and out my way. I really believe that an out my way Ray Lewis, who already has 99 impact block, would be the death to runners in weekend league. This card, and again, going back to the talk of game changer. This card says, let's user him opposite the running back and blow up any blocker that stands in the way. I don't care who it is, they're getting blown up, because he already has 99 impact block. I mean, you just look at the stats, like 92 speed, 98 awareness, 99 tackle, 98 play rate, 98 block shed, 99 pursuit, 98 hit power. Like, all those stats. Plus, on top of that, 96 impact block. And you give him out my way, they will be scared to run the ball when he is on your team. He should be that much of a difference maker as a user. Even not as a user, but I think as a user, if you just come down, you just flick that right stick up when you engage a blocker and throw him to the ground, and then you hit stick the running back with 98 hit power, they're going to be scared. This card, and again, I think the defensive players have more of a difference than the offensive players, at least in this list, because I think running back is the least important position to go super jacked. So I think there's these three defensive players all significantly earn you more wins in really unique ways when you think about it. I think the Ray Lewis is the most unique on defense, similar to the Culpepper on offense. But when I say unique, I don't want to hint that it's worse. It's just something that has never been done because it's never really been possible. But think about the concept. It sounds like God tier, to be honest. I think that would be an incredible player that, again, can single-handedly win you games. And there's a lot of players that can do that, but not to the level that I think this Ray Lewis can, similar to the Culpepper in the first week. Or first video, I don't know why I said week. That being said, that was the third card. Hope you guys liked my ideas. Hopefully we can get one of these as a golden ticket. Again, give your ideas down in the comments down below. As always, it's been the Master Gamer, and I'm out.